And we are live. Welcome to Real Estate Radio with Damon Gettier of Damon Gettier and Associates Realtors, powered by Real. Still buying homes, Damon?
Still buying homes.
Still buying $10,000 to $1 million homes? Doesn't matter the price?
I will, as long as the numbers work.
As long as the numbers work.
The million, talking to a buddy of mine yesterday who also buys homes. We actually partner up on something. The problem with the million is we have to make more margin than on the lower price because the risk is so much more.
Yeah.
And if you're wrong by 5% on 200,000, $10,000. You're wrong by 5% on $1 million, $50,000.
Yeah.
And then it sets longer also. So as long as the numbers work, yeah.
So for buying, there is kind of a sweet spot.
It was just sweet. I mean, it's your normal price. I mean, we buy anywhere normally from 0 to $500,000. We'll go over higher. That's what we were talking about yesterday. He and I were talking about one that was 700,000, which I'd partner with him on just because more risk, more exposure, needs to get on the market faster because what we know is the market today. We don't know the market tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you don't want to sit there too long. But yeah.
Still the number one real estate agent for homes sold in Roanoke, Lynchburg, in the NRV.
That's what I've heard.
That hasn't changed since 2013, so I suspect that will stand. And Damon Gettier top 20 and the nation with Real. So let's get into it, man. Well, first of all, you had talked about, somebody had contacted you about buying land. There was a plot of land that I recall from the last show. Am I wrong? Or was that a landscaping thing? Or am I earlier? The land clearing.
Yeah.
So land clearing. So how's that business do?
That business is doing well. So I got a partner that Josh McNeely, great guy. He's been literally doing, it's kind of like what DJ's aspiring to be, I think, because he's been clearing land since he was 5 years old. DJ's been doing it since he was 7. But no, Josh grew up doing land management, clearing land, mulching, digging, just all types of dirt work and everything. And he and I have a company that does, that's called Land Management Virginia. And we do all kinds of stuff. Like, I mean, we're clearing lots in Lynchburg right now for new construction.
That's my next question is, what are you clearing land for? Are these builders, or are these people, are these manufactured housing?
This week we cleared land out in Moneta area, Goodview, Moneta. We were clearing autumn olive off of farmland. That autumn olive is an invasive tree shrub that takes over, and
Like kudzu?
no, kudzu is more of a vine. This is a tree. I like it because it's good deer habitat, but it is invasive and it takes over, it spreads very quickly. It spreads out from the edges. It's called autumn olive, and we were clearing that. We've done a lot of that out there. So Josh been out there clearing that out this week. And then next week, we built a couple of ponds out in Bedford, built 2 ponds out in Bedford. This next week, we're going to Lynchburg and clearing, I think, 5 lots to build. So just 5 lots in Lynchburg to build houses on. And then next week, I think we're going also to Troutville, and we're clearing some land out in Troutville. So we do forestry mulching. It's a great big, I don't know what you call it. It's like a great big, it's a head on a skid steer or the excavator.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. So not only will you fell the trees and clear the land, but you'll mulch it up too.
Yeah.
So it's not up to the property owner to figure out what the heck to do with all those trees.
No, it's just a lot of toothpicks laying around.
Nice.
And then they rot down on the ground and create soil.
Tell me the name of the company.
Land Management of Virginia.
That's it. Land management. So I'm interested because I like that kind of stuff. When you came over to my place and dropped a bunch of trees, that was cool. Is there too small or too big a lot that you won't clear?
No, not really. Because again, the way the land management works, especially in this area, is everybody kind of knows everybody. And so if it's too big a job, everybody's got partners or buddies they can bring out on the job to get it done. And then too small, I mean, what everybody does have to realize, is the job too small? Yeah, no, it just depends. There's a cost to get the equipment there.
Sure.
And so like a 2-hour job is going to cost you the same as a 1-day job because the cost of mobilization, the cost to load the equipment up, right?
Cost of diesel.
Unload, correct. And in fact, by the time we load it up, bring it there, take it off, there's 2 hours. Okay. And then you do a job for an hour, so it's half the day. And so unless there's another half-day job right around there, you've lost a day. And so, a day's work is kind of your minimum.
Is it expensive?
Define expensive.
I mean, so if I wanted to bring you up to my place and have you mulch up the grove of trees that you and I felled 3 years ago.
Well, to be blatantly honest, there's a Brett cost and there's, you're my buddy, so you know what that's going to be. It's not that expensive.
Okay. But is that too small a job for you?
No.
Okay.
But I'll also tell you something else. So some people will say, hey, look, why didn't you rent that piece of equipment for the same price? You can't rent Josh.
Yeah.
And there's
a right way to do it, isn't there?
there's a right way to do it. And like, I'll give you an example. Sometimes think I'm pretty good on an excavator. Like, I like digging. Like, when I need to zone out and veg out and get away from everything, that's why I bought the stuff. I'll go get into it on the farm and I'll start digging. Okay. And the pond I have there, which you still haven't come fishing in, they caught a 4-pounder. But the pond, it was really steep on the left-hand side. So steep, I didn't want the kids fishing it, so the afraid they'd fall in. And so, I rented a big cat 315 and went out in there and started digging outside of it. And it, like, in 4 days, I'd gotten a third of the way through. I was running out of time. The cat was expensive. And so Josh came down there and he said, well, let me hit it. And I went to check on the next day. He was done. No, but I was like, how in the heck did you finish this thing? And I don't know, I just know how to do it. Like, and I thought I was pretty good. And then watching him on a piece of machinery, and I am better than the average person, okay?
And he is. I've seen him in action. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm better than the average person, but I'm no Josh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm no Josh. And we were building a pond at the place the other week, a couple weeks ago, and he had a guy helping. And I mean, there's a difference between being decent and being good. And the guy he had helping, he's like, yeah, try this. And he showed me a way to use the equipment that I was able to run twice as fast and not near as tippy. And so, yes, anybody can rent equipment and do the work themselves. Well, it'll take you a week, it'll take Josh a day. And so, how much is your time worth? Like, I can tell you that big equipment. I mean, like, I priced a dozer the other day, and a dozer was, with getting it there, because shipping it there, it costs money. With getting it there, it was about $8,000 a week. So you can have us come in and do dozer work for a day. It's going to cost you far less than what it's going to cost you to rent that machine for a week. And then once you rent that machine for a week, you got to use it.
Yeah.
And diesel right now, we spend $500 to $1,000 a day at diesel.
Yeah, it's $6 a gallon, $5.50 a gallon to get pumping.
And the bigger the equipment, the more it burns. But no, Josh he's a ninja on that stuff. Like, sometimes I get mad, just walk away. Like, he'll do something, but I'll just be like, oh, cute. Okay, whatever. Because it's just the tricks. And that's what he was, I was driving here, we were talking about, because we're looking for another operator, and we need an operator that knows how to operate. And, right now,
if it's a call for operators, if you're an operator, get all the name.
If you're an operator, yeah, we need an operator. But we need an operator that knows how to operate, because a lot of people want a job, but they don't want to work. Like, a lot of people want a job. We've hired 2 or 3 people that they would try to hire. Couple of people that never show up. And then we've hired a couple of people that, they say they have the experience, and you see them on a piece of equipment. Like, I don't even know if they were a door or one before, not to mention started it.
Yeah.
And so there's a difference between someone who can sit in the seat and somebody who owns that seat.
Okay. So last question. I know I spent a lot of time talking about your land.
Like land management
company, but trees, shrubs, rocks, big rocks.
Yeah.
You move even the big rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big rocks, little rocks.
You ever get to use dynamite or anything?
Oh, man. That's a whole, not a whole different day. That's a whole nother.
All right. So land management of Virginia.
Yep.
And you can find that where?
I can go to the web, or you can just go to my website and just send me a message. Doesn't matter.
Okay. And your website is?
listwithdamon.com.
There you go. So I know we spent a lot of time about the land management, but let's go ahead for the rest of this segment. So land management, Damon Gettier and Associates Realtors. If you want to list your home or sell your home with Damon buys homes.
Yep.
Because you're making cash offers on homes right now. What else you got?
My insurance people.
CF. I appreciate you putting him first, because the last time we put him, it was an afterthought.
Truly great real insurance agent, truly great insurance rates.
I could say that too. Damon said call CF, and he's taking care of mine, and he's fantastic.
Yeah, and he's going to make sure you're properly insured. That's one thing. A lot of people want to give you great rates and not great coverage. You go get great rates and great coverage, and he's not going to cover you if you're not covered correctly. Guys, there's window guys, so we do window and door replacement, and we sell truly great windows. We have our own crew. It's not subs. They do. Mario and Avery do great, incredible work. Most of the people, it's funny, most people in town know Mario and Avery. It's like, it's weird. Like, I mean, Mario went to North Side. Mario went to North Side. So it's just, everybody knows Mario and Avery. Like, you show up and it's like, oh, it's Mario.
Yeah.
So
quality windows. What kind of window you got? You got boom.
We can sell anything, but we mainly sell vinyl design. It's a really, really good window.
So what?
Vinyl design.
Okay.
Most windows are made out of Ohio. It's weird. I don't know why. It's like Ohio's where windows are made.
Okay.
But yeah, vinyl design. It's a really good window. Smaller company, better company than a lot. So probably the doors you sell. I will say that there's a very expensive name brand, could be given today, that sells the same door we do at a very inflated price.
Oh,
So I'm not going to say who, because I'm going to get in trouble.
anyway. Yeah.
And then there's roofing guys. We do roof. We do complete.
That part of those window guys, or is that a whole separate company?
It's a whole separate company. It's a whole separate company.
But what do you do?
Same salesperson. We'll do shingle. We'll do metal. We don't do standing seam metal. Not yet. We have a metal that looks like a shingle. It's a higher end product, meaning it's not cheap. It lasts incredibly long. It looks really, really good. It's for your more expensive houses. Like I live in a modest home. I would not put it on my house. It's for a higher end house. And it looks like a shingle, but it's metal. So it lasts literally forever.
Yeah. Anything else? Did I cover it? It was like how I know you start bringing up rent. I know. No, that's good. So listen, you can go to any one of those sites, or you can just reach out to Damon directly if you want to. If you want to go to listwithdamon.com, you can talk about land management or insurance or roofing or windows or door, whatever you need. You can go to listwithdamon.com if you're looking for a job, if you're an operator, a machine operator, heavy machine operator, if you are a real estate agent looking for work, if you are in a different line of business and have never done real estate, you train, right?
Yeah. So that's something important to bring up because we never really brought it up. So you don't have to have experience to sell real estate. You got to have the desire to learn the industry and to serve the consumer. My top 4 real estate agents, one of them people would see as a natural segue. They used to be an insurance agent. That'd be the only one. My top 4 agents were an insurance agent, a bartender, a paint teller, and a part-time Pepsi stocker.
Okay.
Are my top 4 agents. All right. Like having real estate sales experience doesn't matter. Having sales experience doesn't matter. I truly don't think we sell. I truly think we serve. And, we're a commission-based service company where our job is to serve the consumer, facilitate them finding the home or selling the home of their.
Well said. If you're looking for a new job, a new career, go to listwithdamon.com. That's listwithdamon, DAMON.com.